Hey everybody, so I wanted to talk to you guys today about elementary age getting through stress. So stress happens all the time at any ages, and sometimes we overlook the fact that stress happens to our elementary age children as well, especially COVID times. So I would say post-COVID, but in many states, COVID is still going on and still definitely affecting the daily lives of our children. So I wanted to talk specifically, I have 3 children of elementary age currently, so I'm living through it. I have decided to give stress or anxiety that kind of title with my kids, but I do it carefully because I don't want them to think that like every time they have a butterfly in their stomach or every time they're nervous about something that they should be stressed. I try to kind of smooth it over and say, oh, it happens to everybody. It's important to let it go. So one of the tactics that my husband and I use for our children is we have them close their eyes. In this, you want to do any learning experience that you want your children to gather. So meditation, calming behavior, any healthy activity, you want to do it when they're in an emotional state where they can actually receive that kind of information. So we always do this when they're happy, they're in a good mood, not in the moment when they're freaking out or stressing. So what we have them do is close their eyes and picture a river. And we explain the river. Okay, you're standing by this body of water and the river's going really fast. It's choppy. Can you picture it? And they're going, yeah, I can picture it. Okay, you're standing in. That's the anxiety. That's the fear. Now, you can choose 2 things. You can choose to jump in the water and let the water overtake you, or you can choose to let the water go by. Watch it and understand that the water is going to pass and calm down. But sometimes we have the desire to jump in with the water and let it take us and go crazy with it. Choose to watch it. And so this way, when they come home and they're overwhelmed about something from school or friends, or they're arguing with their siblings on, they didn't have to do this, but I have to do it, and I'm mad, and they said they took my toy, but I want it back. They're always, siblings are going to argue about anything. So at that moment is when you say, okay, close your eyes, take a deep breath. Picture that water. You're jumping in right now. You're jumping into the choppy water. Take a breath. Let the water go by. And coaching them through the same visualization that you taught them when they weren't in a moment of stress. It's important, again, to teach them different tools and techniques. I like to give you guys pointers on what I do at home, what seems to work with my students, what seems to work with my own children, or in the past. But that might not be the exact same tactic you want to take from home or in your home, and that's perfectly fine. You and your significant other, or just you, whoever's watching this video, might choose that something else is going to be more important for, or more helpful, or more useful for your family. It's perfectly fine. But helping them get through stress and understanding that everything passes. What I always point out to my kids as well is, wait, did you see how you were really nervous about having to do so many things after school, and you kept thinking like, gosh, I'm so busy and I don't have any time to rest? And I'll point out, you were really worried beforehand. And then look at the end of the day, how much fun you had, how it went smoothly, how it was not an issue at all. Or like most things in life, especially post-COVID, so many things get canceled. I know I make a weekly calendar for myself and the kids, and a lot of times, not every week, but a lot of times I'm crossing things off or being canceled or just doesn't happen. So I point out too, hey, you were so worried about this, and then it even got canceled. That's why worrying about the unknown and the future is really a waste of your time. Half the time it passes smoothly and you're able to get through it. Or the other half, it might even get canceled or changed. It's not a big deal. And really explaining to kids, and myself really, is taking things day by day so that we don't get overwhelmed by looking at the entire week. We just say, what do we have to do today? What are the most important things to get done today? And are we going to get it done? Of course, because we always end up getting it done. And what happens if we don't get it done? Nothing. We'll be okay, right? And so explaining this and talking to your elementary age children just throughout the week at random moments when it comes up is really important. And again, if you're trying to teach them different skills and techniques to get through this stress or anxiety or however they're feeling, it's important to do that when you are not in that emotional state. So this way, when they're in that emotional state, you can talk them through it. I hope you found this helpful. I know that children have a lot of stressors nowadays. So please feel free to reach out to me, send me a message down below, comment please. And if there's any other topics you want me to hit on, just let me know. I hope you have a wonderful day, night, week, whatever, wherever you are listening to this at whatever time you're listening to this. Take care, and I hope to hear from you soon.